Most people start a business the same way. They get excited. They have an idea, maybe a small shop, an online brand, or a side hustle. And in their mind, they can already see customers lining up, money flowing in, and freedom finally becoming real. But then something strange happens. Months go by, sales are slow, stress goes up, and suddenly that dream business starts feeling like a burden. Not because the idea was bad, but because they missed a few simple lessons no one talks about early enough. And by the time they learn them, it's already expensive. So in this video, we're breaking down 7 business lessons every small business owner needs to learn before it's too late.
Let's start with the biggest mistake. Lesson 1. Passion does not equal demand. A lot of people build businesses based on what they love. I love baking, so I'll start a bakery. I love fitness, so I'll start coaching. I love clothes, so I'll open a brand. Sounds logical, right? But here's the problem. Excitement exists in your head. Demand exists in the market. Just because you love something doesn't mean people are willing to pay for it. Imagine opening a cafe in a place where 10 other cafes already exist, but none of them are full. The issue isn't your coffee. It's that there aren't enough customers. The real lesson? Always start with demand, then bring your passion into it.
Lesson 2, revenue is not profit. This one destroys a lot of small businesses. Let's say you make 100,000 rupees in a month. Sounds amazing, right? But after rent, ads, inventory, delivery, and expenses, you're left with 10,000 rupees. That's not a business. That's pressure. A lot of people chase revenue because it feels like success. Big numbers look good. But profit is what actually builds wealth. Think of revenue like your salary, and profit like what you actually get to keep. If you ignore this difference, you can grow fast and still go broke. Lesson 3. Customers don't buy products, they buy solutions. People don't care about your product as much as you think. They care about their problems. No one buys a drill because they love drills. They buy it because they want a hole in the wall. And even deeper, they want that hole to hang something important, maybe a memory, a photo, or a piece of their identity. So when you sell something, don't just say what it is. Say what it does for their life. A $500 notebook is just paper, but a daily planner that helps you stay focused and less stressed suddenly feels valuable. Same product, different meaning. Lesson 4. Cheap customers are expensive. This sounds confusing at first, but think about it. If you try to attract customers by being the cheapest, you'll attract people who complain the most, compare the most, value your product the least, and worst of all, they leave the moment someone cheaper shows up. Now, compare that with someone who pays more. They're usually easier to deal with, more loyal, and more likely to come back. The lesson? Don't race to the bottom, because there's always someone willing to go cheaper than you. Instead, build value, not just low prices. Lesson 5. Consistency beats intensity. A lot of business owners start strong. They post daily, work long hours, push hard for a few weeks, and then they burn out. Business is not a sprint. It's more like going to the gym. Going 7 days in a row won't change your body, but showing up 3 times a week for a year will. The same applies to marketing, content, customer relationships. Small, consistent actions build trust, and trust builds sales. Lesson 6. Cash flow is more important than profit. This is where things get real. You can be profitable and still go bankrupt. Sounds crazy, but it happens all the time. Let's say you sell a product and make profit on paper, but your customers pay you after 60 days, and your expenses need to be paid now. You're stuck. No cash means no business. It's like having food locked in a fridge, but no key to open it. That's why smart business owners always ask, when is the money coming in and when is it going out? because timing matters more than totals.
Lesson 7. The market doesn't care about your effort. This one is hard to accept. You can work 12 hours a day, put your heart into your business, sacrifice your time, and still fail. Because the market only rewards value, not effort. This is why two people can work equally hard, but one succeeds and the other doesn't. The difference isn't effort, it's alignment. Are you solving a real problem? Are you reaching the right people? Are you communicating value clearly? If not, effort alone won't save you.
Now, here's the deeper insight most people miss. Business is not just about strategy, it's about psychology. People don't make decisions based purely on logic. They buy based on emotions, perception, trust, simplicity. That's why the same product can fail in one business and succeed in another, because the way it's presented changes everything.
So what should you actually take away from all of this? If you're building a business or thinking about starting one, focus on this. Start with demand, not just passion. Track profit, not just revenue. Sell solutions, not products. Avoid competing only on price. Stay consistent instead of burning out. Protect your cash flow. Focus on value, not just effort, because small mistakes early turn into big problems later. And maybe the most important thing to remember is this. A successful business isn't built by doing everything perfectly. It's built by avoiding the biggest mistakes long enough to figure things out. So if you're on this journey right now, you're not behind. You're just learning. And the sooner you understand these lessons, the faster things start to click. If you want to learn more about money, business, and how to actually build long-term wealth, subscribe to the Asset Avenue Club. Because understanding money isn't about working harder. It's about thinking smarter. And that changes everything.